Hey everyone, and welcome to another After Hours video. We are going to go ahead and go over some growth stocks, and I know there's a lot of frustration with some of the stocks we're going to talk about today. Lots of anger and annoyance, unless you're in Dogecoin, over recent events going on in the price action with some of these tickers that we're going to go over. Remember, if you like what you see here, please give a like and subscribe, and with that, let's get into it. So starting with ARK, we did get a buy signal. We are looking at the 4 hour for reference. We got a buy signal here on around March 31st. And then we saw some sideways price action, and then we saw another hump. It's been a very bumpy uptrend, and not all uptrends are going to be pretty. If we look back here, we got some pretty nice, neat ones. These are the ones that everybody wants, but sometimes that doesn't happen. This is a kind of a not a pretty one, and a lot of the growth stocks are struggling, to be honest with you, as we will go over here shortly. If we compare this to the NASDAQ or Triple Q, we've obviously seen a lot better of an uptrend here than we've seen with ARK ETFs and other growth stocks and ETFs. And I'm sure all of you know that Ethereum and Bitcoin are on a tear. We've had a lot of growth, and I am very happy with the gains we've made so far on this. However, something odd, we haven't seen much of an uptrend with our blockchain stocks, and this is the block ETF, so it has Riot and Mara, and they have not been uptrending like the cryptocurrencies have, like Ethereum and Bitcoin and whatnot. We did get a buy signal here on block ETF, and went up, and then a little went down, and then we went up, and now we're in a sell signal here. So usually when crypto blows up, this blows up as well, but we're not seeing it here this time. So hopefully you bought into Ethereum and Bitcoin. Moving on to PLTR, this one has people mad. I bought in here, and I saw that we were going down, and I sold at about 3% profit because I just assumed that it was going to go back down, on which it did. And now we have a slight sell signal here. Not a lot going on. We've been at this price level for a while, below $24 zone, and people are getting frustrated. I do believe this is worth more than it currently is, but the thing is, if we're swing trading, we want to buy into stocks that are having a buy signal and have a steady uptrend, and this has proven not to be the case for a couple 2 weeks now. It did get hurt with the recent market sell-off that you see here, and then we had a little bit of another sell-off here, so it's not been a good ride so far for Palantir. Now for my requested stock of the day, NNDM or Nano Dimensions. This is one of my stocks that I believe, is way undervalued. However, like I said with all the others, a lot of growth stocks are not doing so hot right now. A lot of people are putting their money in other areas. I do think eventually when inflation creeps its head, maybe we'll see some growth stocks go up. Again, assuming inflation doesn't go up too much. If we see some slight inflation, I imagine people want to throw their money at growth stocks to offset inflation fears. Now, for those who don't know what Nano Dimensions is, they are a 3D printing company. They 3D print circuit boards, which is very valuable for any company that does hardware. So think car companies, space exploration companies, even game console companies, computer companies, etc. Because engineers can create circuit boards on the spot. They can design a circuit board and make it on the spot and see how well it works with their other hardware and how much synergy there is, instead of having to make a design and then having a long process of making a circuit board. Now, ARK Investments, ARK-Q, their autonomous technology and robotics, invest heavily into Nano Dimensions. They are currently number 18 in their holdings of ARK-Q. There's 8.1 million shares as of April 15th of this video, a value of $61 million. Now the weight is not that much, it's 1.8, so it's not super high, like it's not their top 10, but they have been buying more and more recently with each dip. Now let's go back to Nano Dimensions. It hasn't had a candle above the SMA, the 9-day SMA or the 20-day SMA. Part of the reason for it not doing so well is they keep doing offerings, and anytime a company does an offering, I sell immediately because I know everyone else is going to sell. For those who don't know, I imagine most of you know what an offering is, but think of it like money printing, only for stocks. The company puts out more shares that are available to buy or in the float, and this devalues the current price of the share because there's more shares, therefore the price will go down. And they keep doing this consistently to raise their funds and whatnot, but they've done it so many times, and this just kills the momentum. And yeah, every time there's an offering, it just kills momentum for any company. So they've been doing this a lot. I do think this will be at least around $15 here, and at least in this quarter, but we'll see. There's a lot of factors going on with COVID and how the market will feel about inflation, etc. Market cap's currently $1.3 billion. I do think that is pretty low for this company considering the technology of 3D printing circuit boards. Now, if you want to invest in this company, I don't think it's a bad company to invest in. Currently, though, we do not have a buy signal, so this currently is not a good swing trading investment currently. We're waiting to see what happens here. So if it goes down any further, I'd be surprised if it goes below $6. I'd be very shocked. If it falls around the $6 range, I'm definitely going to buy up some shares and then maybe long-term hold them for a little bit, maybe like 3 to 5 months. I imagine the price hopefully will go to $15 to $20 range, hopefully around that period. But that about wraps up this video. If you like what you see here, please like and subscribe, and with that, thank you for watching, and until next time.